The most incredible finds that made people millions. All of us want to find ways to get rich in the quickest way possible. But sometimes that fortune that we are looking for is not that far away. Maybe it is buried in the garden, or it is hiding in a junk in an attic or a sale, just waiting for that lucky person to unearth it. In today's video, we'll talk about something similar, and we'll discuss the most incredible finds that made people millions of money. But before going on our video, hit that subscribe button to watch more videos like this one. Now let's get going. Construction workers' fortunate find. Starting today's list, we have a construction worker that accidentally discovered the first iconic comic book where the Superman made an appearance. David Gonzalez of Hoffman, Minnesota, decided to go out on a limb and purchase for a $10,000 an old-ass house that was just about to be torn down. He actually wanted to renovate it and hopefully also make a profit reselling it. But little did he know that the house was going to change his life forever. While David was renovating his new house, he pulled down the ceiling to find a bunch of newspapers that has been stuffed in as insulation materials. Amongst these papers was a 1938 volume of Action Comics #1, which introduced the character of the Superman, and is now actually considered the most valuable comic book of all time, with only about 100 known copies in existence, as can be expected after 70 years of being used as padding. The book was not in great condition, and it became worse as David accidentally tore the back cover a few days after finding it. Nevertheless, he was able to sell the comic in an online auction for $175,000. And well, the house? He continued renovating it actually, but he vows that he will never sell it. Like who would if you appreciate a house for 10 grand but end up making 175 grand out of it? Wow. Lucky at the State Park. Here's the place that thousands of people visit every other week, hoping to get lucky: the Crater of Diamonds State Park. The Crater of Diamonds State Park in Arizona offers its visitors a unique experience hunting for diamonds in the open fields, and if you're lucky enough to find a diamond, it actually is yours to keep. Over 32,000 diamonds have been found by random people at the park since it opened in the year 1972. But since most of the diamonds found are small, they are only the ones who have converted the now $10 entrance fee into a fortune. Most notable among those is a W. W. Johnson of Amarillo, Texas, who vacationed with his family in 1975 when he found a rough white diamond weighing over 16 carats, christened the Amarillo Starlight. The diamond was cut into a 7.5-carat marquise shape and is estimated to be worth $150,000 to $175,000. Don't give up your hopes though. In March 2017, a 14-year-old Carl Langford hit the jackpot when he found a 7.5-carat dark brown diamond only 30 minutes into his visit to the park. The Hand of Fate. The Hand of Fate is the largest gold nugget in existence today. It was found in the 1980s in Victoria, Australia by prospector Kevin Hillier. For 18 months, he had been living in a caravan with his wife Beth and their 4 children, struggling to make ends meet as they traveled around Australia. Beth, a firm believer in the Christian faith, had been praying consistently for guidance and a helping hand to keep their family living comfortably, and it seems like God truly answered her prayers when Kevin literally struck gold. He was actually investigating a spot where his metal detector had gone off and found a 27-kilogram hunk of gold that was resting in a vertical position just 12 inches under the surface of the ground. Kevin and Beth dug up the nugget and headed into the caravan, naming it the Hand of Fate, as from some angles it looks like a hand delivering a blessing. Their find received huge publicity in the Australian media, and they sold the nugget for a whopping $1 million to the Nugget Casino in Las Vegas, where it is still on display. Lucky Penny. We have all heard of a lucky penny, but can you imagine a single penny being worth a fortune? San Diego real estate agent Randy Lawrence suddenly found that he was the owner of a unique penny minted in 1974 and made of aluminum at a time, when the rising costs of copper forced the United States Mint to start experimenting with other metals. Almost all of the aluminum cents that are minted were recalled and destroyed after finding out that they did not work in the vending machine and did not appear of X-ray scanners either. One of these coins, it appears to be given to Lawrence's father when he retired as deputy superintendent of the Denver Mint after his death in 1980. It remained in a plastic sandwich bag together with his collection for about 300 other coins until Lawrence suddenly discovered them and took them to a coin dealer in 2014. They were amazed when their research revealed how rare this one coin was, since there were only 2 other known examples of such coins, including one that was presented by the Mint to the Smithsonian Institution, and the penny was valued at anywhere between $250,000 to $2 million. Wow! The House of Gold. In Normandy, a Frenchman inherited a house from a deceased relative. When he started to inspect the house for the first time, he was surprised to discover that the house he inherited was a haven of treasures. At first, he found a small box full of gold coins fastened to a chair. He later found more gold hidden in a whiskey box. The new owner almost lost his mind when he found out several gold bars hidden under furniture, in the bathroom, under stacks of linen, almost everywhere inside the house. There were about 5,000 gold pieces, 37 ingots of 1 kilo and 2 bars of 12 kilos in general. Unfortunately, the man has to pay 45% inheritance tax and 3 years in back taxes. But still, gaining $1 million in a day for doing nothing isn't bad at all. Boxes of full money found in an attic. An artist from Utah just bought a house, but little did he know that there was a hidden treasure tucked away somewhere in his new home. He was about to organize his tools in a workshop when he noticed some carpeting sticking out of the ceiling. When he pulled on it, a little access panel to the attic opened. Then he found 7 dusty ammo boxes containing rolls and rolls of dollar bills. He decided to return the treasure amounting $45,000 to the rightful owner, and he called the previous owner of the house to tell them about the surprising news. The previous owners claimed the money, saying their dad must have saved the money and tucked it away where no one could see it. Buried Treasures Discovery. The story begins with Peter Watling, a resident of Suffolk in England, losing his hammer in the field he was working in. He asked his friend Eric Loss, an amateur metal detectorist, to help him find it. As Loss searching through the field, he started finding some valuables: silver spoons, gold and silver coins, and even pieces of gold jewelry. He immediately notified the city council, who were the owners of the land, and they sent in an archaeological unit to excavate the place. The next day, what they found was history: the largest hoard of human gold that had ever found in the United Kingdom. Dating back to 4th century, the collection included over 200 gold and silver artifacts and over 15,000 gold and silver coins. The hut's new board was taken over by the British Museum, but as per the law, the government had to reward the finder with a money equivalent to its market value. So, in 1993, the British Crown paid Eric Loss 1.73 million British pounds, equivalent to about $2.5 million, a sum which he decided to share equally with his friend Peter Watling. What do you think of these incredible finds that made people millions? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content. Also hit the bell icon so that you'll get a notification whenever we post a new video.